Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Haazinu and Succos. Last week in Parshas Vayelech, in the short Vort, I shared with you the distinction that the Vilna Gaon made between calling the Torah a Zimra or calling the Torah a Shira, a song. This week I'd like to analyze why the Torah is called a Shira once again, this time based on separate explanations shared by Rav Kook as well as by Rav Etiel Godvicht, and I'd like to also connect the Parsha of Haazinu to Succos. Rashi said in Parshas Vayelech in Perek Lamed Aleph Pasuk Yud Tes that the time the Torah is called a Shira there is referring to the Shira of Parshas Haazinu. Rav Herzog, as quoted by Rav Frand, says that the reason why the Torah is compared to a song is because in virtually all fields of study, the person who's in that industry, that field, he's going to have an appreciation of things that someone who's not in that discipline is not going to appreciate. For example, someone is a physicist. So if they hear some new insight into something about physics, they're going to appreciate it and say, wow. But someone who doesn't know physics is not going to mean anything to them. And this applies not just by physics, but to most other disciplines. However, when it comes to music, everyone has an opportunity to benefit and appreciate it. For example, if you have Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, whether you're a concert master or a simple person, you're going to enjoy that music on a level, whether it's on the higher level of the concert master or on the lower level of the simple person. But everyone can relate to music. Rav Herzog says that is why the Torah is called a Shira. Everyone can relate to it. For example, a Talmid Chacham can look at the first psukim of the Torah, Bereshis bara Elokim, the first few words, and he's going to see the great wisdom that the world was created with, that the Torah is sharing. But a 5-year-old who's just beginning to read, they're not going to get the same level, but they will appreciate something from the Torah. Therefore, the Torah is aptly called, and now write for yourselves a song, something that everyone can appreciate. Rav Etiel Godvicht, and I had the zechus to have his father as a Rebbe. So he shared another reason why Shira and Zimra are different. Shira is the physical manifestation of the song. Zimra, as in Hallel, is always referred to in connection with a klei Shira, an instrument. For example, in Perek Kapitel 98, Pasuk 5, it says Zamru LaHashem Bechinor. It says play music to Hashem with a harp. It's Zamru and Chinor, putting those two words together, and there's many other examples. What is a Shira? A Shira is a song. It's something that gives you some excitement. It's beyond the instruments. You don't need instruments to appreciate the song. The song we heard on the first date for our spouse, that's always going to bring up some good memories, even without the instruments. Similarly, the Torah, it's going to stay with us always. And whenever we bring it up, it's going to bring up good memories, and therefore it's called Shira. So I think that these two reasons are going to connect Shira of Haazinu to Parshas, to the Yontiv of Succos, which is Man Simchas Seidenu, our period of happiness. Rambam in Hilchos Yom Tov, Perek Vav Halacha Chaf, teaches us the simcha of a chag is not from wine and lightheadedness. That is not simcha. True simcha, he said, is from the service to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So combining Rav Godvicht and Rav Kook's explanations, I think that the reason why Succos always follows the Shira of Haazinu every year is because, like the Shira, the Yontiv and its rich traditions will evoke special recurring memories for everyone on their individual levels. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful Shabbos and a wonderful Yontiv.